to finish up the cover, I've had some thoughts, and I'm going to take some lace. This is kind of a cream color, off-white, and actually it's going to go over the picture, but that's okay. And I'm going to show you where the spine is, or the hinge. I'm Cindy A. Lewis, by the way. We're going to let it go over that. So I just want to show you a little bit. And it's okay that the picture is there. If I could get it under the picture, I probably would. And I might can. Hold on. All right, I'm playing with this adhesive here a little bit. I can come back and re-glue it. So I'm going to actually put the lace for the cover under this right here. I'm going to let it come over a little bit onto the spine. I'm going to show you how we're going to put it. All right, so we've got that coming over about this much. All right, then we're going to put some glue on my picture, put a little bit more glue, and that will set. Okay, all right, then we also want to do it on this side. So I'm just putting the glue on the other side of that hinge. The hinge is right here, putting the glue on the other side of it. Okay. Now, when my journal closes, the lace kind of hangs over. What I want to do is, instead of letting it just hang over, I'm actually going to wrap it around with just a little bit of glue. I'm trying to show you on these scalloped edges, and it will hold down like that. So I'm going to glue these down. Cindy A. Lewis here, by the way. Thank you so much for joining me today for this part of my fold-out folio journal. And we're just having some fun with this one, really and truly. And so I'm just going to go over the scallops here and just gluing that on the other side so that it just is a little bit. So let me see if I can show you how it's going to end up looking, just like that. Let's see if you can see all of it. There you go. And that's going to look really pretty once it sets up. Now for the back, we're going to take, let's see, which one did I want? This one. And we're actually going to glue it right over. So you've got a little bit peeking out from the back. May not. We'll see. So I had to get my lace down first. And that will dry. So that will be the back of my journal. This is the front. Before I do the inside, I do have my Seaside Memories little off of my kit, and I'm going to slide that down in there. And I can glue it if I want to, and I may come back and glue it, but I think it's going to fit pretty snugly. And so let's get it down in there. I was trying to decide if I want to do my 2-hole closure that I learned from Raven Vintage CA, or if I want to put my ribbon underneath everything. I think I'm going to do the 2-hole closure. I really, really do like that. And so I do need to go ahead and put in my internal covers, my panels here, to cover up the brads and all of that. So we're going to just put this in here. Going to the edges, this is going to be on the front cover. Now remember, this will be covered up a little bit because of the linen book cloth, and this will be covered up and a little bit on the back. So then we're going to put this one here, and it's coming together. So awesome. I am very excited about this journal. Now I did put this here. I just want you to know I will have a fold out, so I'm actually going to end up covering this up, but I wanted to put something underneath the fold out, and so that's okay. I know it's there, but we're going to have a fold out that goes this way, so it's going to be a pretty cool journal. And then I did get in my Seaside Memories, and right there. So last thing we're going to do right now is put on these metal book corners. They're pretty large. Try to make sure that they cover what they need to on the back side. Looks like they're going to fit just perfectly. And I'm just going to put just a dot of glue, not very much, and then I crimp them with my needle nose pliers. So we just crimp them into place and make sure they don't go anywhere. Now these are a little bit bigger than the ones I usually use. Do like to use these small ones. They look really good too, but I ended up ordering these a few times ago. I don't even know when I ordered them. It's been a little while. And I got a mixture of different metals, and so I like them. They're really pretty. And we'll just put that there. And then you can see they just fit. So I may put something there before I put my fold out folio there. So we'll see. I like to cover up little things that maybe shouldn't be peeking out necessarily. So let's see. There. Oop. There we go. So just crimp that down. I really like needle nose pliers for these, for sure. And then we'll do this last one. And it'll look really pretty and finished and professional and older, actually. You don't see metal book corners on too many books these days, except for journals, which I put them on as often as I can. So if I wanted to, I could take this same lace, I might do it just because, and put it on the inside here. But I might pull it a little bit back because the 2-hole closure is going to wrap around the whole thing. So let's see. Let's just cut that right there. Can always trim it if I need to. And if I put this on the inside, it didn't mess with the metal book corners. So we're just going to put that like that. And it just helps with bringing it all together like this. So looks good. I think I will put it on this one. The fold out folio will fit right there over all of this, but at least I know it's finished on the inside, and I will be covering that up. But maybe I can use that same artwork on my folio, and then there you go. It's perfect, right? Okay, so we'll put the folio in. We haven't made it yet. So this is the journal cover. We're going to make a real pretty tassel to go with this, and then we'll have that. Now, we can go ahead and glue in our signatures. They are sewn into linen book cloth with a pamphlet stitch. They're all sewn and nice. And so all we have to do is glue it in. So why don't we just do that? We finished the cover, and now we'll glue it in. So you do use a good bit of glue. We're going to go ahead and put glue here on this, and I'm going to go ahead and put glue down here on my spine. I want double glue. I want it in my hinge here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it on the back. Now the journal itself, the journal is in the back portion of the spine, and then that leaves room for the folio portion. So we're gluing this down, and it is really coming together. So we've got this side. So when we fold it closed, we're going to have about an inch or so to have room for our fold out folio. So we're going to go ahead and glue this, and the folio is going to be super pretty. But this linen book cloth what it's doing is adding some stability to this spine, because this is made out of chipboard and it is pretty thick actually, but this way it helps keep it all together, especially we're adding the fold out folio. So there we go. We're gonna have to let this dry because we don't want anything coming apart on here. I want it to all glue down really nicely before we play with it a whole lot. I'll make sure I got enough glue up here. And there we go. I am going to make sure that this glue is here. And then I'm going to set it up to dry. So there it is right there. So you can see I have room here for the folio to fold in. I guess our next part is going to be making the folio, right? How many of you want to join me in making the folio for this journal? Now the folio is going to sit inside here and it's going to fold out and fold back in. So we're going to let this dry, and hopefully I didn't get too much glue spillage over. And that just looks so pretty. Look at that. Make sure we're glued down. Really don't want to mess with it too much. All right, well, thanks so much for watching. We actually even glued in our hidden spine. So all our signatures are now in and we're ready to go to the next part.